What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another FPL video. My name is Mo, and today in this video I'll be going through my team selection for game week 3. I'll also be reviewing how my team did in game week 2, yet there's still one game to go in this game week, which is Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. As you guys are aware that I'm flying out on holiday, so I'm having to make this video beforehand I travel out, rather than making it as I go along in the game week. So let's just review how I've done so far, what players I've still got to play, what my kind of aspiration is to get out of this game week, and what my team looks like for next week. Am I making any transfers or am I leaving it exactly the same? So stay tuned. But before we get into all the review and team selection for game week 2 and 3, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button if you guys are new around here, and hit that like button as well if you like what you see. Help grow the FPL INKLING family. So what we have here is, so far we have 67 points in game week 2, and I still have 2 players to play, which is Mo Salah, who's my vice captain, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Hopefully they can get me some really good points to help my rank being boosted. I know you guys can't see it on screen because I wanted to get all my players in, but at the moment my rank is 904,000 in game week 2, so hopefully I can get as close as possible to, I'd say, 500,000, because it's just so tight at the moment. I really hope that my players who are yet to play can deliver and get me an overall good score and rank at the end of this game week. So let's go from the back. So we start from Edison. Another clean sheet for Edison. I was pretty confident that he'll be able to get that at home against Bournemouth, but you can never be assured of anything in FPL. But 6 points, made a couple of good saves, no bonus points or anything like that at all. But 6 points, I'll take the two back-to-back clean sheets. He's given me 2 out of 2, so happy days there. And whilst we're on the Man City talk, Cancelo gave me 11 points with some bonus in there as well. Got me returns as well in there in terms of assists. So really well done in terms of my Manchester City aspects so far into the defensive line. And I'm really happy to, have that Edison cover at the back. It really has helped me so far. And I don't think I'll be changing that anytime soon. It pretty much may even go through the whole season. Now moving on to the next defender of mine, which is Reese James. That so easily could have been higher, and it should have, in my opinion, been a lot lower in terms of a score rather than 7 what I got. The ceiling of why I say higher is he put a phenomenal ball in for Havertz to put in near like the 85th minute of the game. Proper low cross to the feet, and he's put it wide. That could have been another assist and potentially a few more bonus points, so he could have been looking at about 11 to 12 points, so another 5 points there. However, if it had gone the other way, if his deflection on the second goal for Kane had not been awarded to Kane and it had been an own goal, that could have lost a couple of points there as well, and maybe the bonus point as well. So I guess it's kind of evened out in both ways. So I think that's pretty much FPL gods evening out the scores there. But I think it could have gone either way. Let's just say if it went in one favour or the other, it could have been more damaging and less damaging as well, and more kind of like prosperous if it had. But 7 points nonetheless. He's consistent in getting bonus points, he's consistent in getting yellow cards, and he's consistent in terms of whipping in a good ball. And he's on like set pieces as well. He did play right centre-back rather than right wing-back. But we all saw in the last 10 minutes, once Loftus-Cheek went off, how amazing this guy is. And I believe generally, don't knee-jerk. You've just seen from my previous videos and in my live streams, don't rush to get Cucurella in at the expense of James. You've got him there for a reason. We all backed him pre-season, so don't jump off the bandwagon and jump on the bandwagon of Cucurella. Back James. Reese James will continue to give you good returns, and there's some really good fixtures. They've got Leeds next week, so who knows, he could get a clean sheet and some returns as well again. So overall happy with James as well. Got me some points there so far. The disappointment in the back line is Gabriel, only 1 point. Conceded goals against Leicester, so 2 goals were conceded. But hey, look, Leicester came to play. They didn't play that well, but they can't defend. But in terms of attack, good on them for giving it a good shot. Ideally, if I got a clean sheet, that would have been a lot more prosperous for me as well. But he's got me a point. So Gabriel, not too dejected at the moment. No signs of taking him out at the moment. So overall defensive rewarded me well. If 1 out of the 4 that I've played have blanked, then so far so good. And then into the midfield, obviously we talked about Salah yet to play, but Kulusevski 2 points. Didn't have the best of games, to be fair. But if you look at it in terms of Son and Kane, they didn't have the best forward line game as well. Son, in terms of in the first 3 minutes, Kulusevski put him through, and I don't know what he did there. Absolutely messed it up and didn't even end up having a shot. As a collective forward line, they all failed. But in terms of Kane coming away with a return, luckily or unluckily, I'd say, in terms of non-Kane owners, it's happened. So Kulusevski, I'm expecting better things from him. Good fixtures coming up as well. And there's a reason why I brought him in, not just for the Chelsea game, but to target the fixtures that are coming in the next coming game week. So disappointment there that I couldn't get any kind of returns from Kulusevski, but I have high aspirations for him to do well in the coming game weeks for me. And then we've got Neto, 3 points. So I don't know how he missed his open goal. Don't know. I'm still trying to get my head around that kind of video that I've seen on social media and the stills that I've seen. Absolutely horrible to see. I mean, he could have so easily had 2 returns in 2 games, and he could even had 2 great returns, let alone yesterday. Maybe the luck isn't favouring him. Maybe I'll keep him in for one more game week. Will he be in my starting 11? I'm still debating, but 3 points nonetheless. He's got Spurs next week. I'm maybe tempted to take him out. I'm considering at the moment to go for another £5 million defender at the back, so I could potentially play 5-3-2 with Neto being replaced by a 5 mil defender and a 4.5 mil midfielder coming in. But we'll just have to wait and see, because I just want to wait and see and give him one more chance to see if he can get me the returns, because he hasn't played badly. It's just in terms of FPL, he hasn't got me any returns. So it's that Bailey or Neto, who to keep and who to drop. I don't own Bailey. He definitely would have gone if I did. But I've got Neto, so I think I might give him one more week for me to see how I can get the best out of him, or should I keep him or not. And then moving on to Martinelli, another saviour, another 8 points, a few more bonus points, another return. So 8 points per game he's averaging at the moment. Absolutely amazing. Part of the forward. I'm so glad I picked him. I was this close between him and Saka, but I think I went the right way. But not to say Saka owners should be dejected. He will be back. He will score goals, and he's on penalties, I think, as well. So don't be too dejected right there. But Martinelli so far is fruitful for me. Another 8 points for him this week, so it really has boosted my rank and points due to his good performances. And then up front, whilst we're on Arsenal as well, good fixtures, as we mentioned, for Gabriel still to come over the next 3 to 4 game weeks. Jesus got me 19 points, so I'm glad I backed him. I'm glad I didn't knee-jerk around him. I put out a tweet, what do people think in regards to what his returns would be in the first game week. A hat-trick, but he's got 2 goals and 2 assists, so 4 returns in 1 game week. Now, that's not going to happen every week, guys, but this is how good he is. He can have that influence on Arsenal, and I think he will be the deciding factor which gets him into top 4. A great signing. I think the signing of the summer, to be fair, in terms of value or additional kind of strength to the squad. What a signing it's been at 19 points. I'll take that every single game week, to be fair. So well done, Jesus, and thank you for giving me the score. And then my captain, last but not least, is Haaland. So easily could have been more. We discussed it on the knee-jerk in previous videos. Why didn't Foden square it to him? That would have been a goal. That would have been 4 points, maybe a few more bonus points. We could have been 18 to 20 points. So that would have been absolutely fruitful. So the damage was done there as well. But he got a return at the end of the day. There's a few triple captain managers that have messaged me that saying that their week has been hell because they triple captain him and he didn't get the returns. But hey, that's Haaland in a nutshell. Maybe next week he'll come back and get another brace of points and returns for us. So no disappointment there of captaincy there. We still have to wait upon Salah. Let's see how well Salah does and how much that will impact my overall rank. In terms of the bench, Ward, 1 point. Not surprised, save points there, but conceded 4 against Arsenal. Andreas has a flag against him. Pereira at the moment at Fulham, but I think he should be fit to play next game week. Nico Williams, 7 points. If only I played him instead of Gabriel. But, he's whipping in balls in terms of set pieces. He's on free kicks, corners as well. So he could be my starting 11 next week. And then Taylor, obviously 0 points again, 4.5 at Forest. Don't really expect him to play much, but not really concerned about my 15th player because I have no expectations for him to play. So that's how my team's done in game week 2, guys. 67 points, lined up 4-4-2, and still 2 players still to play. Now let's go on to my lineup and how it looks for game week 3. So Edison against Newcastle in goal, and then Cancelo is in the back line as well. Alexander-Arnold will be playing Manchester United. Reese James against Leeds, Gabriel against Bournemouth, and I've brought in Nico Williams against Everton, which is an away fixture. Won't be easy, but I think rather than at this moment, I could put Neto back in, or I could put Andreas, but more likely I'm likely to put Andreas back in because I think against Brentford at home might be a good game for Fulham. They could be recharged up with the home fans support like they did against Liverpool. So at the moment, Neto's third choice. Williams goes in for me at the back. If I do go to 4-4-2, then Andreas is more than likely to come in. Salah will be captain against Manchester United. I don't think I'm going to be I'm wearing the United shirt right now. I'm not going to be going against my own team, but looking at their defence and looking at Salah, it's a no-brainer. He's going to be my captain. Kulusevski playing against Wolves. I Fingers crossed he gets some returns for me. Martinelli, my hero so far. Bournemouth away. Hopefully he can grab another return for me and some bonus points. Gabriel Jesus, again, Bournemouth away. Absolute firing form at the moment, and has got 4 returns in the last game. So fingers crossed he can carry on that good form. And then Haaland right up front for me against Newcastle. So that is what my team looks like, guys. I'm going for the bird formation, as they call the 5-3-2. Andreas could come in for Nico Williams, but I think I do back Williams for that game, and I think maybe Forest could pull off another clean sheet. Let's just wait and see what the outcome is. But for now, the game week 3, this is what my squad looks like. I've taken no hits, no transfers this game week, so there'll be no hits for me. As you can see, the rank is around 908,000, so it's updated even more since I last updated the website. So I'm happy with that at the moment. Obviously, 2 players are yet to play for me, but I think there's good value there at the back. Solid midfield who's looking in good form, and then obviously up front, my 2 strikers are in good form as well. Out of the 11 players, 4 of them have got stars in terms of how well they've started this season, but the players who don't have stars next to them, i.e. Trent, Salah, Kulusevski, Reese James, even Gabriel and Edison, they all can come back and make those kind of points up for me and hopefully add to my rank overall. So that's how my team's looking, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you looking to make any transfers? Do you like the team that I've created? Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't liked the video, give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Be part of the FPL Inkling family. My name is Mo, and this is my channel, FPL Inkling. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with some more content. I want you guys to take care and stay tuned and watch some more of FPL Inkling.